just going to finish off this other video, dear brothers and sisters. I just want to say, nobody should have to suffer any issues in silence, whether that be mental health issues, whether that be anything you're going through. No, don't keep it to yourself. You know, I'm sure whatever is going through many other families' lives are actually that we're all going through the same evilness. We're going through the same issues. We're going through the same problems. So don't you can use platforms like YouTube just to share your faith, share your testimony, share your just share what you're doing in general. I think what's happening in our country, yes, and I don't know what everyone else thinks about these this is what we call as privacy laws in this country. This is what I think the enemy is actually attacking. Satan is actually using in our society today is all about this privacy laws, where you can get a drug from a doctor, right? Say for a mental disorder. I'm not judging anyone. And actually make your life worse by taking the same drug, and not say anything to anybody about it. That's I don't think I certainly don't agree that privacy laws do not work to a certain effect when you're trying to be destroyed by either nicotine or some other deadly substances. And I believe that you can. I'll just say this: if anyone is going through something like this, such as it ourselves, such as myself and my own home prison, don't suffer from it, because you can actually file family court cases and lawsuits against your loved ones because of the smoke. There's been many cases I've seen online. There's been many cases that I've seen across America where you can actually. I'm just going to turn this up a bit, guys, if you can see me. Is that better? I just wanted to say, guys, that there are actually court cases regarding smoking and second-hand related smoke. There has been many cases alleging second-hand smoking, and you can actually file a claim against someone maybe in your own family or your own workplace. That you can actually file a claim saying, smoking's continued to be attacked by my lungs all the time. And this has been, and I mean, it can be a serious. Sorry, my legs are a bit shaky. I think while I tap my knee like that. But no, it can actually be a very serious legal claim if nicotine continues to touch your lungs every year. It can be a very much a serious assault. If any nicotine substance, any form of substance, whether that be nicotine, whether it be cocaine, just anything really if that nicotine invades your airspace and you feel threatened by it, if you're feeling really if you've been I'll just say if you've been attacked by it, so to speak, you can actually make some serious legal claims about it, and why the person who has been smoking has offended you by that person putting nicotine into your lungs or to your workplace or your colleagues, whatever the case may be. There can be serious claims being made, and there is actually money that can be made by filing family courts or legal system, or however the procedures work, against why another family member or work colleague has puts nicotine in your lungs, and you can actually make a lot of. I'm kidding you not. You can actually claim back from the courts a lot of damage, damage why you have been a target while you've been assaulted by another person putting nicotine into your life. This is not, and I'm saying this as a serious matter, folks. If you of your family members, you know, look, I'm not here to judge anyone who does smoke. I'm just trying to I'm trying to make out, you know, if I'm just trying to make it out because it's just happening in our own household. That if you think that your life has been invaded by nicotine, in a way that's been intentional to destroy your life, to destroy your health and your well-being, then you can actually go to court and or family court or whatever the situation is, and actually say, look, this is what's been going on in your household or your workplace or your situation wherever you're at, and say, look, this person or this family member has been smoking for this many years. Nicotine's invaded my life or my life or your life for many years. It's been taking my life for many years, and there's been no clear communication if that person is supposed to be smoking with medications or supposed to be smoking, you know, in a certain area in your workplace. You know, just simple you know, basic simple things that you can actually do to file a claim. You know, if it does go through a legal court situation, you know, if it has to go down the track, and can go down the track, and you can actually get big payouts from that. I just want to pause the video. I just want to show you some evidence, just very briefly, guys. Oh, guys, I don't know if you can still see me or not. I'm just trying to get some. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more better to turn this light up. It's better. Alright, guys, I just want to finish off. I've got a whole lot of this has just got my mental health unresolved issues, psychological issues, and privacy laws in this country. I just want to read out just briefly what I've downloaded from an American website. I'm just talking about a woman who filed a lawsuit with nicotine, with a nicotine company. I'll just read it up briefly. Let me just find it. Hold on, people. Yep. I'm just going to yeah. It's got here 23.6 billion lawsuit winner in big tobacco. Are you awake now? And I'll just read out this highlighted information. There's a lady named Cynthia Robinson. Back in 2014, made a file. Claimed a $26 billion lawsuit because of her. It was her husband that died because of lung cancer. So it's a shameful death and shameful situation. But I'll just read out some of the highlighted parts of here. I'll just read here. Cynthia Rose Robinson wants to tell the tobacco industry. The Florida widow recently won a $23.6 billion lawsuit against the tobacco company R.J. Reynolds, one of the largest recent judgments in the industry. And in the interview of Time, it's the Time magazine area. So my eyes have got eye floaters in present. She says she hopes they'll listen to the jury's message. Robinson's husband Michael Johnson died in '96 at the age of 36 from lung cancer, and in her lawsuit against R.J. Reynolds, she and her attorneys argued that the company was aware that cigarettes were addictive and caused lung cancer, but was negligent in telling smokers like Johnson about the risks. And I'm just going to read out these highlighted parts here. I've got a whole couple of pages of it, and the website's there if you guys want to read it. It's wrong one here. I'm just trying to view it so you guys can read it. Yeah. guys can read it. Yeah, it's going to put it up. That's the website there if you guys wanted to read it. So it's an interesting article. I'm just reading up the highlighted parts. It says here. It was justice. It was time that it had been a long. It was justice. It was time, and it had been a long time. Robinson says, "I thought, I'm not going to say God. I'm going to say, oh my goodness, we did it. We have kept fighting, and it will for Michael and anyone who has lost their lives to lung cancer. There are thousands right now dying of lung cancer. Michael died so young. He missed graduations and weddings." And again, I just highlighted this part. He says, "But the tobacco industry will market and target kids. To this day, they are going after our youth, stuffing our pockets. It's all about the profits and nothing about the health and safety of people," which is very true, very true. I'm just going to finish off with this last thing here. This last page about this lawsuit says here, "We had to go all the way no matter how long it took. Life has been lost," she says, "for thousands after penning lawsuits. She urges plaintiffs to persevere. Don't give up no matter how much they try to discourage and belittle you. You fight them to the very end and you'll succeed." And that's, again, this is a lady back in what's her name, Cynthia Robertson, back in 2014. Applied a lawsuit that she won against R.J. Reynolds with a cigarette company that destroyed her husband's life because of nicotine that went into the husband's lungs and died from lung cancer. And it's that article there just proves that nicotine does kill lives every year. I'm sorry to say this, guys. Nicotine does cause cancer. Nicotine does destroy your loved ones' lives, your society, and worldwide. I'm sorry to say this. I'm not judging anyone who does the smoke, but please be aware that smoking is cancer. Nicotine causes cancer everywhere, not just in society, but worldwide also. I don't know why my camera's doing that, guys, every time. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on. If you guys can see me, all right. I must have my camera must have a filter on it somehow. I don't know. I just want to say to this guys here. I just want to say that please don't be afraid to speak up about your maybe your family's issues or what's going on in your own churches. I think deliverance is a major cause of why we're being attacked by the devil and his demons as such. I just want to point out another fact. If you guys can see me all right, I've downloaded this is a Health Privacy Code 94, which is a New Zealand Health Privacy Act I got from a privacy commissioner in our country, and it's really alarming evidence again about mental health and the flaws that really I'm saying this as a general factor. I'm not judging anyone who takes medications or psychiatric drugs or anything like that. But I believe when certain pharmacies across the world or hospitals are not actually, and GPs and healthcare professionals are not looking after, the families' members' well-being and not upholding them fair enough. And I think there is a major problem with the privacy laws in this country. There's a problem with the lack of communication with the doctors and families and even the police as well. I just thought that